واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة وإنها لكبيرة إلا على الخاشعين
واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة اور मदद हासिल करो दो चीजों से, सब्र और नमाज। ये सब्र का लफ्ज यहां पर बहुत कीमती है, बहुत बामानी है। उलमा सू क्यों वजूद में आते हैं? जब वो दुनिया के कुत्ते बन जाएंगे तो दीन को बदनाम करने वाले होंगे। बज़ाहिर दीनी मनासिब हैं, लेकिन असल में उनके पर्दे में दुनियादारी की जा रही है, सब्र नहीं। बस सब्र के साथ और नमाज के साथ, इसलिए कि आप सही रास्ते पर आएंगे। अगर कोई आलिम दीन लोगों पर तनकीद करेगा, लौला यनहाहुमुर रब्बानियून वल अहबार, क्यों नहीं रोकते इनके उलमा और उनके औलिया और सूफिया इनको हराम खाने से और झूठ बोलने से? अगर कोई शख्स रोकेगा उसको फिर नजराने तो नहीं मिलेंगी, उसकी खिदमतें तो नहीं होगी। अगर तो दुनिया में सब्र इख्तियार करना है तब तो आप हक बात कह सकते हैं, और अगर दुनियावी एम्बिशंस है तो फिर आपको कहीं ना कहीं कंप्रोमाइज करना पड़ेगा। वस्तईनु बिस्सब्र वस्सलाह, सब्र और नमाज। व इन्नहा लकबीरतुन, और यकीनन ये बहुत भारी शय है, बहुत भारी शय है। आमतौर पर ख्याल यह है कि इन्नहा की जमीर सिर्फ सलात की तरफ जाती है, नमाज बहुत भारी है। एक राय यह है कि नहीं, ये पूरे तर्ज अमल की तरफ जा रही है। ये तर्ज अमल के खुद सब्र करो, इस दुनिया में सब्र करो, दुनिया और दुनिया के मुताल्लिकात में कम से कम पर कामे हो जाओ और हक का बोलबाला करने के लिए मैदान में आ जाओ। ये तर्ज अमल, और इसमें फिर नमाज, अस्सलात व इबादुद्दीन। व इन्नहा लकबीरतुन इल्ला अलल खाशिईन, ये यकीनन बहुत भारी चीज है। ये रविश, ये रवैया भी बहुत भारी और नमाज भी बहुत भारी है, सिवाय उन खुशू रखने वालों के, डरने वालों के, जिनके दिल झुक गए हैं अल्लाह के सामने।
बिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिल अंबिया'i वल मुरसलीन व अला आलिहि व सहबिहि व मन इस्तन्ना बिसुन्नतिहि इला यौमिद्दीन। थुम्मा अम्मा बअद। अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। वस्तईनु बिस्सब्रि वस्सलाह व इन्नहा लकबीरतुन इल्ला अलल खाशिईन। The first passage that addresses Bani Israel directly is coming to its conclusion, and Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. Isti'ana in Arabic is a very special word. It comes from the word aun. Aun means assistance or help. Isti'ana means to seek assistance, but it's a special kind of assistance. It's the type of assistance in which you are already engaged in an act, you are already engaged in the effort that you're trying to accomplish the task, and you can't finish it yourself. And now that you can't finish it yourself, you ask for somebody else's help. That would be isti'ana. It's different from istinsar or istimdad or istis'ad even. All these different words are also asking for help. But isti'ana specifically, when you ask for help after you yourself are already making effort. So Allah says to the Israelites, He says, وَاسْتَعِينُوا, and seek help. Seek help, in other words, you already put work in and then ask for help. But help with what? Seek help with what? By what means? بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ, by means of perseverance and prayer. The word sabr has a few things embedded inside of it. Common translation says patience, but it includes constancy, perseverance, commitment, consistency. These are all implications within the word sabr. Sabr is not just something necessary under a calamity or under difficulty, but sabr is necessary under all circumstances. And it has to do with one's sense of discipline also. Like Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, talking about sabr, he said, he actually put a very high standard on it. He said sabr is to have the same response in response to worldly ease or worldly difficulty. That the response of a person would be the same in regards to both of them, which is humanly very difficult to accomplish. But that's the ideal state of sabr. Anyhow, they're commanded to seek help from sabr and from as-salah. Obviously, seek help. You seek help when you have a problem. Their problems have been outlined, and now the solutions are being talked about. So Allah says, the first means by which you will get help is by means of sabr. The other deeper issue here is the real help comes from Allah Azza wa Jal. Real help comes only from Allah Azza wa Jal. Now Allah is telling us, if you want that help to come, you want Allah's help to come, you have to have sabr. Sabr will be a means by which you will get the help of Allah. Otherwise you won't qualify for it. And the other thing that will get you the help of Allah is salah. Salah will get you Allah's help. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. Now he says, وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ. And no doubt about it, for sure it is an enormity. It is huge. This task is very huge. إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. Except upon those who are truly fearful and humble. Now, the innaha, it is difficult, it is enormous, except for those who have fear. What is the it referring to? There are two opinions about this. One opinion is the closest noun, which is salah itself. In other words, prayer is very difficult except for people who are fearful. The lesson there would be that the people who take the prayer not very seriously, the root cause is that they're not very afraid of Allah. They don't have any khushu' of Allah. They're not in awe of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And that's why they're not very regular with their prayers. So, this is one. The other opinion is that the word ha, the feminine pronoun, returns back to the verb or the nominal form isti'ana. Isti'ana meaning seeking help. What this implies additionally is, even if you're praying and you have some patience, actually getting help out of prayer and patience, benefiting out of the prayer, benefiting from patience, that's very difficult for a lot of people to do, for most people to do. Because the prayer becomes a goal in and of itself. And sabr becomes something that's temporary. But when you understand that it's for a higher purpose, then you will actually get benefit from both of these things. وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. Then we get a definition of al-khashi'in. This is an usloob, a style of speech that's used in the Qur'an often. That Allah will mention a quality like al-khashi'in, and then He'll dedicate a couple of ayat or even a passage right after that describing who these khashi'in are. This happens, for example, in the beginning of this surah. Allah says, هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, the people who have taqwa. Then the next few ayat, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. It's a description of people who have taqwa.